Good morning and welcome to a really miserable, horrible, grey, depressing Tuesday version of What's in My Bag. This bag I have featured before. It was in my second ever video. Haven't actually had this bag very long, but I don't think I showed the bag much. I was just showing what I was taking out of one bag and popping into this one. It's just a cheap imitation leather bag. It's a sort of petrol kind of green colour, which is perfect for this weather. More importantly, it's rainproof. So perfect for me living in the UK in the autumn, going into the winter, although I'll only use it for about a week before I change it. But anyhow, it's got the two shoulder straps. There are no pockets on the front or the back. It does have this little tag on there that says Envy Collection. I just bought it in a local shop for $19.99. It was in the sale. Just a nice sort of cheap bag. It's quite large, so you can throw a ton of stuff in here. You know, the weather has taken a turn for the worse in the UK. It's gone down to feels like -5 all of a sudden, which is ridiculous because it was quite mild last week. So if you want your gloves and your scarf and everything, I've always got my umbrella with me, as you know, but they'll fit in here. So it does have a zip fastening, but either side of the main section are these poppers. So you could slip little things either side of the main compartment, but I don't, because the main compartment, if I undo the zip, wherever it is, it's this end, it's big enough to put everything in. It's not very clear, I'm sorry. I'm having to do this sitting on my bed because the light is awful at the moment, and I'm facing the window this way, so there's a bit more light to see by, but you don't get a very clear shot of what's in the bag or how it's laid out. So I'm just going to start pulling things out and you can see them. On the back wall there is a zip compartment, and then on this front wall you've got the two drop compartments. The back compartment is where I would put my phone. And in the front compartment, I've got a pack of tissues and another tub of strawberry spints. Because it is such a roomy bag, I've been able to go back to having 3 diaries or organisers with me. So I've got my personal clipbook from Filofax, which has nothing to do with work in there. It's just personal stuff. Like my hairdresser's appointment today. It's got notes, it's got to-do lists, it's got my Christmas shopping ideas in, it's what I don't need to buy for Christmas. Some Christmas cards, I've already got those, etc, etc. I love Christmas, by the way. I start thinking about it in the summer. It's now the end of October and I can't wait to put my tree up. I've already started buying my presents. And I will make 1,000 lists because it just keeps me happy. So this is the Waterstones book that I'm using to finish off this year. This is the one I've been using this year from Clinton's. So just all my times for work and where I am and if I've got meetings. But this one finishes 2018. It goes into 2019 and all of 2020 as well. So again, it's just a date book. I've got my little bee magnetic page keeper there. Just keeps me nice and organised, which everybody knows I love. Still using this Catchall, oh excuse me, for all my bits and bobs. Lip balm, Travelo with body spray in, dental tape, mirror, comb, nail file, all sorts in there. I think I've said before, this is from a Celia Birtwell makeup brush collection set. That's why it's got the 2 little tabs at the bottom so you could attach it. I think I've given the outer case away because I can't find it anywhere. I literally emptied my bedroom not that long ago and I couldn't find it anywhere, which is a real shame because I wanted to use it again. But these, I've got 2 of these. They're just a sort of mesh and they do give when you sort of stuff it, but at the same time they stay nice and compact. And because it's the mesh, you can see where things are. This is the pouch I'm using for my tablets. It's a sort of grey beige with the gold polka dots on there. This is from Accessorize. Cost me $12.99. It's made with the Saffiano leather effect. It's just got a zip, comes down to sort of halfway down there on the top. It's a really nice little zip actually, it's a really nice little pouch. It's got some give one end. It does have card slots if you wanted to use it for a purse, which is what it's actually for. I may do one day. But at the moment, that's just got my tablets and things in. I've got a random rotor from work in there. This hasn't changed. This is still the same pouch that I'm using for my keys. It's a suede pouch. It cost me 30 something pounds in a shop called Felix in the UK. I know there aren't that many of them in the UK, but there's a little clasp on the outside which I keep my home keys on and my parents' key, and then inside I've got my work keys and my little torch to help me find the lock when it's dark when I get home in the evening. This is from Hyde Style and it's got a black and white fine striped lining, which I really like. I love stripes, by the way. My favourite colour is purple, but I love blue and white stripes. I know this is black, but it looks bluish. Oh, I just realised I haven't got any rings on today. I always put my jewellery on when I'm off because I can't wear it at work. So that's working really well for me. I do have other little mini pouches, but none of them have got this clasp on the outside. I suppose I could just stick all my keys inside, but I just like that. Worked my way through another pack of Icebreaker sours. These are quite expensive because you have to pay import on them in the UK, so they're £1.60, and I wouldn't normally pay that for like pastels, but they are good. I have used this little Chinese pouch. It's actually very little. That's how little it is. For many things. Recently I was using it as a coin pouch. However, at the moment I'm keeping my earbuds in there. I've been on quite a few train journeys up and down the country recently. I get very bored on trains, so I watch a lot of YouTube videos, turn the Wi-Fi on, it's great, but I don't disturb other people, so I put my earbuds in. Now, I am a hoarder, a complete and utter hoarder, because something will always be useful for something else in a few years' time. And this is one such thing. It's a Radley dust bag for a purse. I've had this about 12 years. It looks brand new, but that's because I've never used it for anything. And I was suddenly sort of sitting there one evening and I thought, oh, I know, that would keep my umbrella in and my little shopper bag, and it would stop them falling over and getting in the way and annoying me like they always do, because I always have to carry them. And you know what? It works perfectly. So just having those in there, drawstring top, just genius, if I do say so myself. So that just sits in the side of my bag, and so it just stops them falling over and getting in the way and really, really, really annoying me. So glad I had that idea. And the last thing in the purse, the bag even, is this. It's like a little sort of, well, it is a pochette. Louis Vuitton do not own the name pochette. It is a French word for pouch. So it is a little pochette. It's got a gold chain on, which I had to make do and mend a little bit because the longer strap it came with had this colour in the middle and it was slightly damaged. It was from H&M, cost me £12.99, but the strap was only long enough to be crossbody, even though I don't wear crossbody, if you were a teeny tiny person in height and depth and width. And I wouldn't have worn it sort of over one shoulder. So I took the damaged part off anyway, and I had a little ring that matched the gold perfectly. I know it looks a bit funny, but actually it also looks a little bit like a feature. And the reason I have this in my bigger bag at lunchtime when I'm at work, I don't want to necessarily lug the big bag out with me, so I can add my phone to this. There's room for my phone in there, and it's got my 2 wallets in, and I can just pick this up and go get some lunch, come back, and it works perfectly. So in here, this is what I'm using as an actual wallet. It's an insert to a much larger purse. As you can see, it's just got the card slots on the outside, but they're really easy, really smooth. They're not too tight, so you can get your cards in and out really nicely, even one-handedly. It's got this little thing at the back, but I wouldn't ever put anything in there because it's going to sit and you could see it against the sort of goldy colour, which would annoy me. It is a sort of muted gold. It's got a silver zipper on there, and inside I've just got my receipts and a couple of coins. If I had any cash, it would go in there as well. So that's, as I say, my main wallet. I've shown this before in other videos. I'm using it at the moment as my excess loyalty card case, but I have used it as my main wallet. It's a much brighter gold, much more sparkly, does that word? So I've got card slots on the back, and I could put a little photo in here, which I have done before. It's got a little slip pocket there, card slots on the other side, and a zipper section where I've got the sort of paper versions of cards that would damage and fray and disintegrate if you were popping them in and out the slots all the time. So those two work really well in here, and as I said, there's plenty of room for my phone. I would show you, but I am filming on that at the moment, so I can just pick this up out of my bag, go to the shop, buy some lunch, do some chores, whatever, and I haven't got to carry everything around with me because, you know, when you're just popping out for lunch, you only need some money most of the time, and that just sits nicely in the bag, plenty of room. So thank you to all those people, all those videos and channels where I've watched people with their LV pochettes in their Neverfulls, which I would love to own, but there is no chance of that happening. So I've stolen the idea and I've used an H&M one in a cheap bag. Why not? So this is the empty bag. Oh, there's a pen in there. Pen. It's got quite a funky autumnal paisley lining, which I suppose is perfect. It's a bit hideous, but at least you can see everything because it's nice and light. It's a shame it's hideous because I actually love the paisley design. It's one of my favourite designs next to blue and white stripes. But that's everything. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. Please leave a comment. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Let's be honest with each other. That's what we're here for. But keep it nice. Everyone has been so lovely so far. Thank you very much. Loving all the support. And I will see you again very soon.